Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today I would like to talk about how to apply foundation. There are so many products that you can use to help apply your foundation. There are brushes, there are sponges, there are just so many things, and I thought I would just kind of give some information about what I have learned and some tips on how to help your foundation lay properly on your face. So first of all, before you ever put on foundation or choose the brush you want to use to put on your foundation, you need to moisturize your face. You want to put on the moisturizer because if you don't, your face will get furious at you. It will rise up and say, "How dare you not put on moisturizer?" And then when you apply your foundation, it'll get flaky and those flakes will be sticking up and making everything look a little bit gross. What I have used are little samples that I use the Pure Bright from Purelisse. It's just a brightening little sample. I put an SPF sunscreen moisturizer on my face. It's really good to protect myself from the sun. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. It's kind of goopy. And of course, when you are moisturizing your face, you're going to want to clean your hands. Of course, my hands are clean. Just rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. And today I've already gotten my eye makeup done because I have another video to film today, so I wanted to be ready for that video. So normally after I moisturize, I will let it go ahead and sink in, so then I will proceed to do my face makeup. But today I already have that done, so I'm just going to continue on as normal. Pretend that the moisturizer has already, excuse me, has already sunk into your face. Now we're going to look at all the different products that you can possibly use to apply foundation. So first I have my little beauty blender. Oops. I have this is an e.l.f. Cosmetics. It says it's a powder brush. It's a little sampler little guy. We have a pointed foundation brush from e.l.f. We have another powder brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And we have a flawless blender brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics. And lastly, we have a foundation brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is also a sampler. So looking at all the different brushes, it can be really overwhelming to figure out what is best for your skin, and not only that, what is best to create a flawless finish on your face. So first we're going to start with this foundation brush. When it has a flat top, you can use this. I have tried to use this before, but because it is a flat top, it won't get into the crevices as easy. It's more geared for powder, so you can just press it onto your face. So I wouldn't use this for liquid foundation. For powder foundation, it might work, but a lot of times the sponge that the powder foundation comes with is much better than even this little guy. This is more for loose powder. Here we have the foundation brush, and this looks like a little painter's wand kind of thing, and that is really nice to apply foundation. The thing is that as you're applying it, sometimes it's really difficult to get all of the foundation to blend out evenly before it sets. So I try not to use that, but I will apply foundation with this brush today just to show you what it looks like. Because the bristles are so soft, I really like using this to apply some of my foundations. So I will demonstrate using this brush. And then I also have this seamless blending brush, and it has soft bristles, and because it is soft, you can get it into all the nooks and crannies that you need to get it into. This pointed brush is supposedly a foundation brush. I will give a demonstration how to use this, but I use this more for when I apply my setting powder right in my eyes, because you can just get it right up next to the eye and not actually get it in your eye. And then lastly, I'm going to demonstrate using the Beauty Blender. The interesting thing about this is not wet yet. It's also dirty. The nice thing about this is that it is a sponge. So when you fill it up with water, it expands. And then as you're applying your foundation, if you're putting too much foundation on your face, the Beauty Blender will soak it up and you won't have any excess or cakiness on your face. And that's what I really love about this product. The only thing is that it is $20 at Sephora, and that's really expensive. So the price point for the other brushes, the e.l.f. Cosmetics brushes, those brushes are around $3 to $6, which is in my price line. So first, I'm going to start off with Beauty Blender. What you do with a Beauty Blender is that you get a jar of water. Normally, I get it under running water, but of course, I don't have running water right in front of me. So I'm just going to dip the Beauty Blender into the water. I'm just going to squeeze it, and it's going to expand. And then I'm going to squeeze out any excess water. And then after that, I'm actually going to squeeze it in a cloth to just get up any excess. That way it's damp but not soaking wet. The wettened version. So now you get to see my face up close and personal. Yay! So this foundation is a little bit darker than my skin, but that's okay. So what I do is that I just dipped my Beauty Blender on the top of my foundation because there's lots of it around. This is the new Beige 125. In the Fit Me foundation, the one that I just talked about in my last video, for normal to dry skin, this is the Dewy and Smooth foundation. So now I'm going to apply this right here. And I'm sorry I'm having to look in the camera because I don't have a mirror in front of me. So this gets really up and close in any crevices that you might have. Really, really nice. And with this particular sponge, all you have to do is pat the foundation on. And then if you notice somewhere, oh my goodness, I have too much foundation there, just grab the other end and you just pat it and it'll get the excess foundation off. So now I'm going to use this brush. This is the mini version from e.l.f. Cosmetics. So now we're going to apply this. It's just the same. And already you can see I put kind of too much foundation. So now I have to blend it out. So I went ahead and got a mirror so I could actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to get even closer up to here. We have the two different sides. And from what I can see in the mirror, this side you can see my dry spots. I have dry spots right here. And so this brush kind of exaggerated those spots, but over here it looks much smoother. And I believe that's because the Beauty Blender will pick up any excess, and this kind of just drags it all over the place. So a lot of times it'll just drag across the dry spots. So I'm going to see if patting does something different for that dry area. It does do a lot better if I just pat it. But the tendency is to want to use this like a painter's brush, you know, because it looks just like a painter's brush. So the tendency is to want to go like this. So that's why I don't like using this as much. Now I'm going to use an actual brush. This brush right here. Now I'm just going to apply it like usual. And this gave my face a very sheer application up here. Of course, I applied more foundation. Down here is just what the brush involves. Just dab a little bit more. And that's the brushing motion. Of course, you want to bring it down your neck so it matches better. And sometimes that's how you can cheat wearing the wrong shade, is by just bringing it down your neck. Of course, if your chest is a completely different shade, then it can get awkward. That's the thing about makeup. You just blend it a lot. Sometimes you can just get rid of your mistakes by blending, but sometimes they get worse. Okay, so now I'm going to finish up the other side. Dab, dab, dab. So here you can see what my face looks like from far away. And then we'll get back up closer. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. I personally love this beauty blender. It is $20, but you can clean it over and over again and use it. And if you use it for several years, I think that's a great buy. But if $20 is too much, then I think this e.l.f. brush was pretty good. And it's only $6 on e.l.f.com. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and click like if you enjoyed it, and comment if you have any suggestions for future videos. I post on Tuesdays about beauty and Fridays about nutrition and food. Have a great day. See ya.